Hello, everyone. I'm really happy to start our today's session and welcome you all, guys, to see our today's webinar. We are planning to go through overview of the latest versions in Dynamics 365 supply chain management, and our today's session will last about 30 minutes maximum, just to be super respectful for your time. And we will start our today's session just with a short, briefly introduction of these new features. And after that, we will show you the real demo, the real case, where you can see these features in live. And before we go deeper, I'm really happy to introduce our regular experts, Peter and Andrew, who have a really huge experience in delivering projects based on Dynamics 365 supply chain management. And here, I believe we can start. And right now, I'm really happy to give a word to Andrew. Andrew, please, could you continue?
Thank you, Gabriel. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining our today's session. It's only 2 days for the next release for Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management. And I would like to remind that not all updates provided by Microsoft are the same in importance. The vendor releases 7 updates for Dynamics 365 Finance and Supply Chain Management over the year, and only 2 or 3 of them are major ones. The updates are indicated as major since they contain important or even critical changes to the system's functionality and related services. Other updates are called minor because they generally include small improvements, additional configurations, or changes. According to the update plan for this year, the 10.32 version update released in March was a major one, and the next major will be in October. It means that the upcoming release in June will be minor, but it doesn't mean that we have nothing new and interesting to share with you today. Let me provide a brief overview of changes that are new functionality in Dynamics 365 Supply Chain Management that can be used to add more efficiency for your business after the official release of 10.34 version on June 16. The 10.34 release has changes in 3 business areas: inventory management, warehouse management, and manufacturing. Let me start from the first area, inventory management. There are 2 new features and both are very exciting. Over the years, companies can typically generate and store a large volume of sales order and sales order lines. With the new feature, you can remove archived records from your production environment, and it can be an opportunity for improving system performance and usability. The second feature is in inventory and logistic area. It can be very useful for several countries where sales tags may differ for variants of the same product. After the official release of 10.34 update, it will be possible to send a specific item sales tags group for any or all release product variants, both for sales and procurement. This eliminates the cost, pain, and risk of not having the correct taxation applied to an order line for a product variant. The next feature that I would like to mention is in warehouse management, and it's related to the opportunity to print labels by using different external services. There are 2 services with pre-configured settings and also the API to connect with any print service that you can find the most convenient for you and you would like to use. And the last new feature in release 10.34 is in the manufacturing area. Microsoft added a great and very useful opportunity that was asked by many customers in my experience. Previously, it was only possible to check for material availability when using the schedule jobs scheduling type. It's required more detailed setups and has other difficulties with this scheduling type, so this feature was not really popular. After June 16, you will be able to check for material scheduling even using the schedule operation type. It's a great opportunity in my opinion. And all these features are pretty useful, but today we would like to show you something even more exciting. In the April update, Microsoft released a feature that we didn't pay much attention to in our review, but it definitely deserves. As you may know, there is a functional and powerful module in Dynamics 365 supply chain management, and it's called asset management. And recently, you have had the opportunity to work with this module using a mobile application based on Power Platform technology. My colleague Peter will provide you more details about it and make a brief demonstration of its interface and basic functions. Peter, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Andrew. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here and share with you innovative technologies and functionality that Microsoft provided recently. And for the beginning, I would like to start with a brief asset management mobile application overview. Just for the record, it's not going to work with supply chain management version earlier than 10.32. And also, it does not currently support offline mode, unfortunately. This mobile application provides two main functional capabilities for organizations that use the asset management model. There are manage work orders and create maintenance requests. These functional capabilities I will show you a little bit later in my live demo. And for now, I would like to point out here that this mobile application based on Power Platform no-code technologies. What this means for you is that you can modify the interface, for example, high existence and add new fields, change pictures, colors, and much more without writing code at all. So I think it's another theory. If you need more, you can read about it in official Microsoft portal, learn.microsoft.com, or ask your questions. Please don't hesitate. I'll be happy to help. Our contacts will be provided at the end of the presentation. And continuing before the demonstration starts, let's consider an example of possible scenario of how you can use the asset management module application. Imagine that we have an equipment on our balance that is due for month routine inspection. In our scenario, we will use an air compressor, for example, but it could be literally anything. It could be medical equipment, any kind of vehicles, or even hydroelectric power plant tubing. Also, it can be either asset belongs to us or asset of our customers for whom we provided services. Both ways are possible. The work order is created in Dynamics 365 supply chain management and includes a job for equipment inspection. Also, for this type of equipment, a checklist of parameters has been configured. According to this list, the inspection is to be carried out. And also, in addition to the inspection work, there is a job for regular replacing consumable parts like filters, gaskets, and etc. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will not go very deep into detail about the functionality of the asset management model in supply chain management, because this model has been released for quite some time. However, if you're interested in it, please let me know, think something about it. Returning to the mobile application, as a result of processing the work order, we will go through the checklist, register the consumable spare parts, and also the time spent on the processing work. Furthermore, let's imagine a situation when a defect was identified during the inspection and requires a repair. Using the capabilities of the mobile application, we will create a maintenance request to repair the air compressor. Now, when we have an overview of use case scenario, let's move on to our demonstration. In it, I will use different devices. My laptop to show the asset management model in Dynamics 365 supply chain management. And also, I'm going to switch to my cell phone to show mobile application. So I apologize in advance for possible pauses in demonstration because of switching the devices and screens. So let's move on, and I will switch my screen from presentation to the dynamic supply chain management application. And for the beginning, I'm going to asset management model, work orders, all work orders. And I will create the new one by click the new button and then fill in some fields in the right side. The work order type will be preventive. Description, let it be something like scheduling inspection and maintenance of air compressor. Asset, we will choose our air compressor. Maintenance job time will be inspection. Job type variant monthly, and service level, let it be high. So I'll click OK button and we'll wait for a few seconds and we'll see our work order. So this is it. This is our work order for the inspection, our air compressor with the one line for inspection job. Please pay attention to this field, maintenance checklist. As I told you previously, we will do our inspection according to this list. Now it's 0 from 3. That means we have 3 questions in our checklist. And now we are not, we haven't got any answer for it. So let's add one more line. Line number will be 2, the same asset. Maintenance job type will be preventive. The same variant monthly. And we have one more step before we will switch to the mobile application to process our work order. Working with the mobile application, you signed in it with the same user you work in Dynamics 365 supply chain management application, and with the same worker assigned to your user. So now to process this work order, I have to schedule it to exactly my worker. You can schedule this work order automatically according to the worker's calendar, capabilities, even territory. But for our example, I will dispatch this work order exactly to my worker. I'll choose the worker right here, click OK button. And now it scheduled to my user. So the next step, let me switch to my cell phone. So I'll open the Power Platform application, and here it is. I have the asset management application. I will click on it. It's updating. A few seconds. Here in the top, I have two views. The first one with jobs assigned to my worker, and the second one, work orders assigned to my worker. I will make a little pauses in my demonstration for update your screen. We start our processing with the update work order status. Click on work order. I have a change work order state button. Click on it. Now the status is scheduled. 1 second, loading available status in your screen. And I will change it to in progress. That means we will start to work with our work order. Click on in progress. Yeah. And I will go back to the jobs view and start with the first job. It's an inspection job. In this screen, at the top of the screen, you can see the checklist. It's the same as we saw in Dynamics 365 application. It's 0 from 3 questions. I'll click on it, and here it is, our 3 questions. They are different types. Some of them are variable with 2 possible answers, like pass or fail, and some of them measurement. You also can configure different types in supply chain management application. So let's start with the first one. A motor should be physically sound and in working condition. Let it be pass. Mark as checked. And we will go to the second one. The motor's noise level is normal. Minimum value 24 and maximum 40 to be passed. Let it be 65, for example, and we'll make a note. V-belt makes abnormal noise, something like this. Make as checked. And the last one, all joints should be properly tightened. Let it be passed to mark as checked. So we made our inspection by using our checklist. So we will go back to our job, and here we can adjust the time we spent to this work. Click into adjust button, and in the next screen we can adjust the time for this work. Let it be 2 hours and I don't know, 15 minutes, for example. Press confirm button. We didn't spend any items in this inspection job, and also we can make a remark or some kind of note. Let's make a note about the V-belt again. Something like this. Save it. And go back to the second job. Second job is preventive to replace some consumable parts. That means we have to adjust some items in this work. Let's push adjust button and then add items. You have an opportunity to search items from the list or to scan a barcode on it. Let's look how we can search them. There is 3 lists of items. items, asset, BOM, and spare parts. For our example, we will use a spare parts list. One second, it will load. So, and here from the spare parts which are available for our air compressor exactly, we will use a service kit. It's at the end of the list. The next screen, we will choose the location of these spare parts by site and warehouse. You can configure another warehouse dimensions too. Adjust quantity would be 1 and confirm adding this item to our job. Back to our job. So we add one item, and we also spent time to this job, so we have to adjust it too. The same way we already did it in the previous job. Let it be 1 hour and a half. Now you can see that we consumed one item and we spent 1 hour and 30 minutes for this job. So go back to the work order. This was the last job we have. Go back to the work order and let's change its status to completed. Again, change work order state button. It's in progress now, and click to complete it to finish this work. Before we go back to Dynamics 365 supply chain management application, I would like to show one more capabilities of this mobile application and create a maintenance request. This is the button on the top of the screen, plus requests. Let's click on it. Here we can again search our asset or scan the barcode. This time, for example, I will scan a barcode I prepared in advance. I'll push scan. One second. And we found our air compressor based on barcode I just scanned. Click on it. And we may fill description and note. Description, let it be replace V-belt. Note, V-belt makes abnormal noise. Service level, let it be urgent. And submit to create this maintenance. So we done with that. And I will switch my screen back to Dynamics 365 application. So we go back to the work order list, asset management, work orders, all work orders. As you may see, our work order has completed.
Sorry, Peter, we don't, sorry for interrupting. We don't see the screen. Could you please share your screen?
I will share it one more time.
Yes, super, thank you.
Okay, so again, this is our work order, scheduled inspection and maintenance of air compressor. The current life cycle state is completed now, and I would like to share with you the journal associated with this work order. In this journal, you may see two lines of posted hours. The first line for inspection job. As you may remember, we posted 2 hours and 15 minutes. That means 2.25 hours. And the second line for preventive job, it's 1 hour and a half. And also we have here one line for the items. For the spare parts, the quantity is 1. This is the item number. So, and let's go to the maintenance requests. The same module, asset management, maintenance requests, all maintenance requests. And here we can see our request, replace vBelt. We just created from the mobile application. From this form, we can create a work order based on this maintenance requests and then schedule it to the same worker or to another worker, and again go back to mobile application to process it. So that's it from my side. 1 second, I will switch for the presentation again. It's loading. And here it is, our presentation. Is everything okay? Can you see it?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Right now.
Thank you.
Super.
Then that means, Gabriel, the stage is yours now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Peter and Andrew. I believe it was really helpful. So right now, you can see on the screen some links to additional resources. If you want to read more, I mean, some details about platform updates for the current version that we already discussed, you can use this link, which you can see on the screen right now. And also you can read some details of preview of Dynamics 365 supply chain management. Also, please use this links that you can see right now on the screen. And also you can see the links to the LinkedIn accounts of our experts, Peter and Andrew. Please, if you have any questions according to what we've seen today, or some other question according to Dynamics 365 supply chain management, please feel free to ask them directly using these links. So I believe we're now a bit out of time, so we will go a bit faster. I believe we can start Q&A session, and we have questions in the chat. I can see it. The first one, when the records are archived, where they will stored after that? Is it possible to use them for reports or different kinds of analysis later? Please, guys, help us to answer this question.
Yes, I think I can help with this question. So actually, the archived records will be stored in a Dataverse management data lake. So they may still be used for purposes such as historical reporting, auditing, machine learning, and so on. So actually, they will be not deleted. So you technically can use them.
Super. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you so much. And the second one, is it possible to customize this mobile application?
I think I can answer this question. So as I told already, asset management mobile application based on Power Platform, no code technologies. And that means it can be easily customized using Power Platform portal. For example, I've added an item name to the list of spare parts that we have seen today during my demonstration, and it didn't require writing a single line of code. So you can add fields, you can hide existing fields, you can change interface, and without writing a code. I think it's an amazing opportunity of this mobile application.
Super. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Peter. I believe that's all with the question because we don't have more questions in the chat. I don't see them. And I believe that's all. And one more thing, I just want to remind that our today's webinar has been hosted by N.Progression company, and you can see the link to the LinkedIn on the screen right now. Please follow us. Just stay tuned to know some new information about Dynamics 365. I believe that's all. We can end our session. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, Andrew and Peter, for such interesting presentation. Have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.